Ramble.
Welcome to the first ever episode of the musical TryPod. How long can we keep this up? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Zach, what's going on with you?
I am doing fine today, but I don't have a theremin to play or a synthesizer.
Right, when he comes through, give him something good there. Give him something nice there. Give him some ice there.
This is like the episode of Riverdale that was a little confusing.
Oh, Miles isn't here today, so it's Keith, Rainie, and May. We're gonna hang out, we're gonna talk shop, we're gonna do some cool stuff. We actually, Rainie, we have a special message for you.
I'm so excited. They were
message
alluding to this, and I was like, what is going on?
You haven't been on the podcast in a while. Which is fucked.
I know. You're telling me.
It took Miles not being here for you to come back, which I don't know why he's keeping us apart. You're clearly the star of this show.
We're star-crossed podcasters.
Yeah, like Romeo and Juliet. One of us or both of us must die.
Yeah.
But what a time we'll have.
Yeah.
But Keith, I don't know if you're going to be able to find it easily. Okay.
Yeah, I can find it.
Okay.
What you want me to find, yeah.
Well, we prepared a little treat for you.
I'm so excited.
Well, I want the one that you sent at the end yesterday.
No.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I have a myriad of treats for Rainie.
Oh, okay.
But first, I need you to go into your phone, into your photos, and type in Palm Springs. And look at the videos that you took in Palm Springs.
You want to hear the music?
No, Keith, give me your phone.
What do you want?
Give me your phone.
I've been to Palm Springs more than once.
He might have already sent this to me. Because I have a video from Palm Springs that did really make my year.
Well, then that's fucked up.
Oh, that one. Oh, I sent that to her.
Why did you send that to her?
Because it had already been like a month.
Well, it was supposed to be
and I felt like it was
podcast.
it'd been too long.
Yeah.
That I was sitting on it.
You bitch.
You did Gmail it to to and
yeah,
it was from a random phone number.
Well,
and it was like from Keith.
Because for some reason, I only have your iMessage as your email.
Oh.
I have that for a couple people where it's like not their phone number, it's their email account for whatever reason on iMessage.
I'm so disappointed in you. Well,
what?
So the audience gets to know I have a special message for Rainie from her number one celebrity crush. No, I'm not talking about Young Gravy. I'm talking about...
Hello, Rainie. It's Hank. I'm at Keith's Verbo. And I look nice. Yeah, you look pretty good. Yeah, this is good lighting. Thanks for caring at all about what I do, apparently, is what I've heard. Hope you have a nice day.
The message to Rainie from Hank Green, which I thought was a special treat.
It was, but it had been so long.
It was a really special treat.
That was recorded in...
It was a long time ago.
A long time ago. And I was like, that's
well,
too
she
long.
hasn't been here.
I know, but it just felt too long. And
that
I
was
felt
like,
bad
it's the best cameo of all time.
Holding it from her. And then I was looking up something else and I saw the video and I was like, oh shit.
I've been thinking about it. Every podcast that we come in, I go, is Rainie here? Oh, she's not.
That was, it
was like maybe 2 months ago.
It's too bad Rainie wasn't there because it was probably like, you would have thought we were so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, and I'm hoping this video actually comes out, we did an Eat the Menu and we were down at Creator Summit and I was just grabbing people and Hank Green.
Why wouldn't it come out?
Well, no, I want it to come out before the other Eat the Menu. I want the Del Taco one to come out first because it's cooler. But anyway, we had Hank Green as one of the guests. And when he was like, I was like, oh yeah, we're like shooting this and then we're hanging out. I was like, when are you heading home? And he's like, oh, I'm not, I'm staying here the whole weekend. I'm not heading home until like Monday. I was like, oh, we're staying here the whole weekend. Do you want to come over on Friday and do the Eat the Menu? And he was like, yeah. And then he was like, and what are you doing after? And I was like, we're just hanging out. Do you want to come over? He's like, can I bring my wife and kid? I'm like, yeah, we'll have Rachel's kids will be there, some other kids will be there. So come on by. And so he came by.
It was a real treat too, because as he admitted, and we were well aware, when he comes to LA, we never get to see him because then he has, 15 years of YouTube friends to catch up with. So it was a nice treat to be in a town away from home mutually where we could hang out. It was lovely.
He was so cute. It's like, I'm going to come over. I'll probably only be able to stay for like an hour. He was there for 6 hours.
He was there for 6 hours?
He was there. They closed down the party.
Oh my gosh. What did you talk to him about?
Not much. Like, we just hung out. It was like very like chilling, and like his kid was swimming in the pool.
Aww. And how old is his little baby?
I don't know. Like, he's like a kid.
Okay.
He's like 8. Happening.
I have a text that you don't have. But so first of all, if you don't know, we've got new podcast channels over on YouTube for our little babies. You can sit with us in Guilty Pleasures. Right. They've both got their own YouTube channels now, so give them a subscribe.
Give them a click.
A clickety-clack. Help them grow, help them thrive. They are in a competition, or I should say I'm in a competition.
They're getting a spaghetti competition.
And a little spaghetti, the classic. Mm-hmm. I know people are like, why does everyone do a dump spaghetti on your head competition? Yeah. It's just, it's if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Guilty Pleasures is losing. So please help.
Yeah.
But go give them both some love. I just got a text from your lovely wife.
Fine.
Yeah. And so shout out to Kim, Becky's mom, Kim's mother-in-law, who listens to the whole
gambit
suite
the whole library
of our podcast.
Everything is made by this company.
We love you. Becky just said, Kim and I were on the phone, and actually this is a text to me and Kelsey. She goes, Kim and I were on the phone, and I got to hear her describe what eating ass was to my dad. She's not allowed to listen to Guilty Pleasures anymore. So if you want to know why that story came up, go on over and listen to our show.
That's beautiful.
Kelsey has a story about eating ass and painting. Yeah, it's quite wild.
It's top 5 moments of the podcast for me. For sure. Like, because I was editing it, I was like, I don't know if this is going to make it, but this is so funny. She fully does boots on the ground. She gets her sources in there.
She's definitely boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also think Guilty Pleasures is a great show.
Thanks.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, it's a fun one. And it's nice to hear Kelsey and Garrick. They're funny. They're funny folk.
They're just such delightful people. I just, honestly, because every week I have to prep, I watch movies, which is fun. It's, but it is homework. And if you're doing anything every week, at a certain point, you're like, fuck, I gotta watch a fucking movie. And then there's like maybe 5 times a year where I go, I think I'm just going to stop doing the show. I just can't handle it. And then I get into the room with Kelsey and Garrick and I'm like, this is the best.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
I mean, I love a deadline though, because I don't think I'd watch movies if I didn't have like, okay, you have to do this. Yeah. Gosh, I don't really watch movies.
Yeah, you don't watch movies at all, Rainie. So what's the last thing that you watched?
You know what I actually watched? This is a huge plug, because I don't think it's The Spy Who Dumped Me. Have you seen it? It's so good. It is. Have you seen it, Zach?
What made you watch that film? Because you've watched, again, I'm laughing because you've watched so few movies.
Okay, so The Spy Who Dumped Me, it's actually my second time watching.
Oh, God.
Because I watched it once and I was like, this is so funny. It's essentially Kate McKinnon being like a star. Like, she's just being like, actually, she needs to be spoken about way more. She doesn't have enough stardom. And Mila Kunis being just like appealing. And then there's a really hot guy. I don't even know. He's not even famous.
I want you to know this is the only time I've ever heard anybody mention this movie to me. I've never even heard those words in order said aloud.
I know. It's like nobody has seen it, and it is so funny.
All right, maybe we'll have
it
on Guilty Pleasures.
Like
Please do it on Guilty Pleasures. It's not even a guilt. I mean, you guys are going to love it. It's Kate McKinnon. Like, I mean, truly the premise. I mean, the only guilt that I will say is like they're really sheepish about like putting the flag. Oh well, I won't spoil.
Okay.
I won't spoil. But it's an amazing film. It's essentially it's like a heist movie kind of.
Fuck yeah.
It's a spy movie. But yeah, I watched it on the plane the second time because Southwest has really good movies.
Shout out Southwest.
I mean, what was the last movie that you guys watched?
The last movie that I watched was probably that Barbarian.
So good.
Oh, no, the Weird Al movie.
Yeah, we watched that
also amazing.
Wild time.
Such a blast. I think that movie is like effectively is funny in every way a movie can be funny. Like it has ridiculous, like humorous violence. It has like total nonsense, total non sequitur jokes, really well crafted long jokes, funny celeb cameos. It's like everything that is funny. It's got like things that would have made like old 80s movies funny and things that...
It's Dewey Cox level of absurdity.
Yeah. It's even... I think it's dumber. It's much dumber. It's so dumb and so hilariously committed to the dumb.
Keith is a huge Weird Al fan.
Yeah.
And I sent him a photo. So my dad is a vinyl fanatic. And I mean, when I was growing up, we had like a closet just filled to the brim with boxes and boxes and boxes of vinyl. And so finally he's starting to send me some. He was going to send me 12 boxes. And I said, I don't have room for that. Can we start with 6? So we started with 6. And I mean, these are like big boxes. And so I was going through, one of them is just 7 inches, which is singles, the little vinyl. And randomly, like the first thing that I grabbed out at random was Weird Al, Like a Surgeon, on vinyl 7 inch. So
cool.
I sent it to Keith. Maybe I'll let you borrow that.
Because I don't want to listen to it.
I have too much. Like I told him I was going to listen to every record and he laughed at me. And then I picked one at random to be my first listen. It was The Best of Bread, Volume 2. I don't know the band Bread, but if you have a band called Bread, you better believe I'm going to listen.
Sounds good.
And I was like, this is pretty good. And then he texted me, he's like, that band is shit. Choose something else. And then was berating me for choosing the only record in his entire collection that was bad.
Did you loaf about the apartment?
Oh,
you have a house. But
I did get toasty while I listened to
it. Did you think you could make some dough off selling that one?
You're just trying to butter me up, Keith.
Oh. So crummy.
Rainie, so since we haven't seen you for a little bit, what's new in the world of Rainie? The boots are on the ground.
What are the kids up to? What's you up to?
Well, I have some bad news.
Oh shit!
For my personal life.
Oh,
which is I didn't get on Raya.
Have you been trying?
Well, I just applied.
Yeah.
So essentially, Raya is this. Listen, I looked it up afterwards, and there's a lot of consolidation. Consoling articles about consolation articles because tons of people apply and everybody doesn't get on, and so then there are all these journalists who are like, it's okay if you didn't get on, like it's really hard. Apparently,
what is it
8% acceptance rate.
It's the famous person
dating app.
Yeah.
Smaller acceptance rate than Harvard Business School.
So we need to make you more famous. Is that the goal?
Well, here's the situation. Desiree got on.
No, way to go. Yo, that's huge.
I know, it is good.
Wait, that's fucking, that rules.
I know.
Wait, okay, so people who don't know, Raya is the famous person dating app. Yeah. Why do you want to be on Raya?
Well, so my whole goal has been...
How's she going to meet Young Gravy?
First and foremost, I have had a dream since coming to LA, which is make out with influencers.
I am so glad. I was seconds away from sipping, and I would have splattered everywhere. First, whatever venue of attack, I was like, okay, well, I'll go to the freaking bungalow in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Bunch of coked up young people there.
Exactly. In their little Patagonia. And I don't want a relationship with these people. I just want making out.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't gone because it's just so far away.
Sure.
And I'm just sort of like, ugh.
Wait, so you haven't gone to the bungalow?
You've got to chase your dream.
Well, I went once because my friend showed it to me, but it was like a random Tuesday after dinner.
Oh, no,
it was
you got to go on a Friday, Saturday.
No, it's a day party place.
It's a day.
Oh, it's a party.
But don't you go like Saturday?
Saturday. It's a day, Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll do that. I mean,
I hate that place, but I wish you the best.
No, it is.
It's people doing coke in the bathroom. It's
Oh,
but the bathroom is really nice. LA. It's like a trailer bathroom.
Oh, that's cool. I'm sorry, what? Like a trailer bathroom?
Yeah, that is the one thing that I did there. I went to the bathroom and I was like, wow, this is like really interesting.
Festival
yeah, but like
are they
really
outdoor
nice.
bathrooms?
Yeah, but they have one inside.
I don't understand what this place is.
It's like
an appealing bathroom to me is one that is inside of a place that has normal plumbing.
It was like a tiny house bathroom. I just thought it was sort of whimsical and like interesting. But yeah, no, I went and I was like, wow, okay. And but then I was like, I have to go on a weekend. So I'm like, okay, I need a new. Then all of a sudden, I'm driving to work and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm not on Raya. That's the easiest answer to this issue.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so I get there and Devin is like, I'm like, I have to be on Raya. Like, this is urgent. And she was like, it's so weird because Desiree just got on yesterday. And I was like, oh my gosh. So if she gets on, maybe I can get on. And so I apply and you have to have a reference and Desiree is my reference. And then wait 3 days. And you know what? I was waitlisted.
Wow.
I know. And I'm
How
like,
dare they?
Okay.
It's probably because Desiree only just got approved. So they're like, doesn't have the priority recommendation that a year-long member has. I think you should make a new podcast called Kiss and Tell, where you invite influencers on to make out with you and then talk about how it went.
Just a little kiss.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Like a 15-second open mouth. What? She said make out.
And then do they like give me feedback? Or
you both give each other feedback. You talk about other things in your life. You find out if you're compatible. First of all, is there a spark?
Uh-huh.
Sure. Second, would you be compatible past the spark?
Yeah.
And
can you imagine listening to a podcast and it's like, okay, and we are now gonna go for it, and then you just hear 15 seconds of.
I think that's what the podcast space needs.
That is
vulnerability.
The grossest sound in your little earbuds.
Yeah, I mean, it will have a video component too, so I think that'll make it better.
Sure. Wow, that's
gonna
brilliant.
Break the YouTube competition. You're gonna be dumping spaghetti on all our heads.
We could make like a backlit silk screen that you go behind to kiss too, so it's like the shadows kissing.
Yeah.
Right?
Who's the first guest, Rainie?
Okay.
It was exciting.
Oh man, should I even? Well, I'm worried if people listen to them.
If they do, don't you want them to?
I'll say it.
You're so brave.
Caucasian James.
I have no idea
who that is, but I love their name.
What is this person's name?
He's like the Twitter king.
You've probably not seen. True. I'm the Twitter king, or at least I used to be till Elon bought it.
Yeah, it's a crumbling nation.
James, is he Caucasian?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, that's funny.
It would be funny regardless. I think
it'd be funny either way.
Look up his Instagram. I would say.
Have you told us about this person?
I've told everybody in the office, but I've actually been trying not to say it on the podcast because I'm like, if I meet him in real life, I want to be cool.
Sure.
But now it's over.
I think you could still be cool. All right, I'm looking at young James. Does James follow anyone I know? Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, let me look at him.
Here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we were not invited for a single. I'm sorry, we were not invited. We were not nominated for a single streamy this year. That was actually another plan of mine. Yeah, right. Well, so we weren't nominated for any of them. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know what? I wanted to give some other people some chances. My feelings aren't hurt. It's fine.
Right.
I don't need validation, especially not this year. It's not like anything happened. Moving on. But we did get an invite from another company who was like, hey, do you want to come with us and like sit in the back? And I'm like, that is the lamest shit. I'm not going to go from
not for me,
winning.
I'm not going.
It's not lame for me.
Not going to go from winning to being a +1 sitting in the back row.
Yeah.
But perhaps.
Rainie, let me tell you what.
Yeah.
This guy is achievable. This guy you can make out with. This guy is going to be thrilled to make out with you.
Did I DM him?
For the first episode of Kiss and Tell?
For Kiss and Tell. Do you want to be on a podcast?
Hey, man, we have a Patreon exclusive podcast called Kiss and Tell.
Where you'll kiss Rainie.
Yeah.
Oh, he wears. You sure he's got a video in cowboy boots?
Okay.
Do you not love that?
Okay.
He's following a few friends of ours.
Okay.
Christine Sedelko.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Quinta B. we can make this happen. I can say like, hey, Quint, I know you're super busy.
Yeah, you're winning Emmys.
Your Emmy winning show, but I do need you to DM a young one Mr. Caucasian James because our podcast producer wants a little smoocheroo.
I mean, yeah, and so
no, she doesn't want to date him. She just wants to smoocheroo for the bucket list.
Yeah, sort of for like that's why I moved to LA.
That's why
to
you
sort of
moved to
fulfill the whole like, oh, I had moved across the country, like for what? For making out with Caucasian James. Also, I have another setup that I need you to facilitate.
Okay.
We might have to bleep this name.
Okay.
Desiree has a crush on.
Oh, that's exciting.
I know. Do you think you could sort of invite her?
Isn't she with someone?
Well, we were
Maybe
stalking
not.
her, and I think she deleted the photos of her.
I'm not sure, but I adore that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she still live here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it too.
Yeah.
Couldn't
So I think
remember.
we should just.
I can't say more without
Giving
revealing.
it away.
Yeah. I mean, well, I think that we should just sort of have a YouTube soiree.
Oh, see, you've already given away a detail.
Oh, because she's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, who
There's a lot of
isn't?
people.
Who isn't?
Let's just have a soiree.
Let's have a soiree. I
Okay.
think we should have an influencer soiree.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And
I actually texted that person last night.
About what?
About if we're quiet or not. About what?
I haven't texted that person in a long time, so it's funny that you brought them up.
Yeah. I mean, I think they'd be really cute together.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I'm into
Yeah.
it. Again, I don't want to say anything that will reveal.
Yeah, 'cause we're also,
I'm
you
trying
know,
to keep my
here's the
face
thing.
neutral.
And actually, I'm really curious about this. My whole thing is they can't know you like them until they make a move. But you guys seem to be like opposite. Like you're like, oh, Caucasian James has to know. But I'm
Well,
like,
I don't think he has to know. I just don't think it hurts your odds.
really?
Yeah,
He's not like a fucking hype house fuckboy.
exactly.
Right.
So
Right.
he's
Yes.
not like oh, I'm so hot. That's not his
Yeah.
thing. He's not posting thirst traps.
No.
So he's
Seems
someone
funny.
who seems to have gotten famous because he's funny,
Mhm.
which means
We love
like
that.
us, he was a fucking weirdo nerd in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
And now he's like gonna be excited that someone likes him.
Yeah, okay. I guess it's good. I just feel like it's like so much easier to play the game when you're sort of like, if you get rejected, you're like, whatever. I didn't want that anyway. Like,
Yeah, you don't want your
you don't
feelings
even,
out
you know.
there
Yeah,
too much.
exactly.
Can't
But-
get hurt if you're not vulnerable.
But you're not saying you
Exactly.
like him. You're
I don't
saying
even-
you want
yeah.
a kiss.
Yeah, I do want a kiss. I do want him to. I don't know if he's cool.
That's fine.
Like you can be not cool in middle school, but become cool.
Sure.
And I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
tell if he's like nerdy or not.
Cool
Now.
and popular are different things.
Very,
Exactly.
Very
Exactly.
different things. Very different things.
Anyway, we've got 2 couples on the horizon, maybe.
All right, well, we're going to work on that, and we'll keep
Yeah.
y'all updated in the weeks to
Mhm,
come.
mhm.
We will be, apparently my job now is to facilitate Rainie's.
Part
It's
of yeah.
not even her love life, it's her extracurricular activities.
Mwah. It's just mwah, mwah.
Kiss and tell.
Kiss and Tell is a great podcast
Uh-huh.
title.
I'm sure it exists.
It probably exists, but we can make it. We can get that.
What about
P.
smooch and speak? What about make out with me?
Make out with me
Yeah.
with Rainie Toll?
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's pretty good. Make out with me probably isn't taken.
Have you ever has anybody sort of told you to kiss differently before? And did you take that really personally?
Did anyone tell me to kiss differently before? I'm sure people that I have made out with have been like, "Oh, I like
Mhm.
biting lips and that
Mhm.
that type of thing." But I
Yeah.
don't think it was more like, "Don't do that." I don't like how you kiss. It was more like them telling them their preferences of
Yeah.
kissing. You know,
That's a healthy way to
right? It's not like ew, 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 no, 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 but rather, you know what I like is this.
live. Zach, what about you? Have you gotten negative feedback?
No, I've given negative. The first, I think I told the story, but my first kiss, I gave negative feedback, and who the fuck was I to
Right.
say? But there was a lot of teeth, and
Yeah.
No,
geez,
that
you
would
never
do
wanna
that.
use-
you're telling me
Yeah.
it was just like teeth were clanging.
And that happen- I think that happens to a lot of people on their first kiss because they don't know where their how deep their mouth is
I
supposed
was
to
like,
go into another mouth.
Maybe we try it again, but without the teeth this time. Yeah, no, that's better. Should I share? I don't know what we do with this goofy instrument, but I wonder if I should share it.
All right,
Rainie.
it's time. Now, you were probably thinking, hey, you guys said this was going to be a musical episode. Mm-hmm. Well, it is. We have a very cool instrument that I've known about for a bit, but Zach seems to have only discovered last night, and he fell down the rabbit hole, and we don't think that Rainie knows about it, but I think Rainie might know about it.
So I want to give a shout out to Vicky Fraser on Twitter. Sent me a text or a DM. Nope, not. Try it one more time. A tweet.
Tweeted
at me.
At you.
Something saying you got to get one of these for the TryPod. Now I don't look and read every tweet, but this one caught my attention because it's an Amazon link to. I don't know if you can see this, Rainie. It is a Kirby. It looks like a giant musical note, almost like a saxophone or a bow.
It's like an eighth note flying in the wind.
But the bottom is Kirby's face. Mm-hmm. And it's called an automaton. Automaton. And I go, what the fuck is this? And my curiosity immediately peaks. I go, do you blow into it? Do you what keyboard sound does this thing make? Yeah. And so I'm looking at it's $40 on Amazon.
Worth it.
There are different versions, and I realize they all have faces on the bottom. Mm-hmm. So then I go over to the trusty old youtube.com, and I type in automaton, and the sound that I heard blew me away. That was my mouth.
The first one that you sent is definitely the worst sounding one that you sent.
So then I said, hey, Keith, do you know about this? And he goes, I sure do. So I'm going to start.
Come on, I'm the king of stupid instruments. I know all about the dumbest things out there.
So the first video I found was from VAT19, and I'm just going to play the automaton for you now, Rainie.
Automaton. The automaton is a silly singing synthesizer that vomits out musical notes. Watch as we use the instrument to play Name That Tune.
So, just so if people aren't watching, so you can picture what's happening, it is a stick with a face on the bottom that you squeeze.
Like a stress ball almost.
It's like when you cut a line into a tennis ball and turn it into a little mouth, and you squeeze it, and it opens its mouth and sings this horrible sound.
Well, that's because that person has their fingers mashed on too many notes. Because when you're better at it, you can do the Hallelujah one.
I will.
That one's so funny and so dramatic and emotive. It shows that it's a beautiful instrument.
Mm. But what's so, it's so funny to me because it's just this little vomiting man.
He squeezes his cheeks and he sings out notes. And then where your finger is on the stick is the pitch. And I think you can set the range of the pitches so you can have lower notes or higher notes.
That's kind of beautiful.
That's it. I'm buying one.
Yeah,
it's been too long.
You gotta buy one.
I'm going to my...
Now, are you going to get the Kirby one or the classic?
Let's see what's available.
It reminds me the sound of, there's like a Chinese like single string violin that you see in the park sometimes. It has that same sound.
It does. A zither?
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Really
what is a zither?
That is Chinese, right? I'm not wrong.
Oh, a zither is very similar to the one that's in Kung Fu Hustle that the people play and it shoots dragons out of them. It's similar to that. I don't know if it is exactly that. Let me look at automaton. Oh yeah, there's a lot of fun ones. There's a whale.
What's the name of the?
There's a Gudetama.
Oh, obviously.
$83 for the Gudetama.
Doc, I want to hear about your nail polish.
The journey. Well, I talked about this on another episode. I don't know if it's come out yet, but we had an emo night for Maggie's birthday.
Oh.
It was super fun. I actually got in a lot of trouble for that party because it was an intentionally small party, and for a lot of reasons. One, I wanted it to be about Maggie, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't want it to become my party,
right?
But also Maggie gets, she is an introvert at heart, so she likes to keep things smaller. She gets overwhelmed at hosting. Yeah. She gets overwhelmed at mixing too many friend groups. So I'm like, I want this to be a nice small party. Yeah. The party was a blast. I had everyone dress up in costume, like their emo selves. We had an all emo soundtrack. We had chokers and what are those like netting gloves for people to try on. We had fake tattoo station. We had nail polish you could put on. So that was,
nail polish at the party.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Super fun.
That's really cute.
But the problem is that we did too good of a job. Keith came over. He helped me put string lights up in my backyard. We combined all of our lights. We really made the place look moody and dope. Purple lights everywhere. I unscrewed some light bulbs in my ceiling and made it color changing. We had a smoke machine going, so the lasers were picking up. And it photographed big. This party looked like a rager.
It was not.
And when I tell you there were 10 couples there, but it looked like a bumpin' ass party. And so there were friends of mine, friends of hers,
who were like, hey.
Saw it on social media.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is her big 3-0 party. Why were we not invited? What's wrong, dude? Are we not cool? And frankly, some of them should have been there, and I fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm working on being more mindful and more thoughtful, and that's an oops.
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the thing: you can't be invited to every party. It sucks, but that's sort of the situation.
Some of the people I didn't invite, like, definitely are in like the inner circle.
Okay. Okay. So it's sort of okay. Well, brush it off.
Like one of my best friends on the whole planet, who like is also Maggie's best friend, but in my mind, I'm like, that's my best friend. I can't invite her to Maggie's party, and then it's like, actually, they should have been invited.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, and that sort of makes more sense of why they're reaching out. Because I was like, if you're reaching out to somebody who's like, why didn't I get invited?
It wasn't
but
like
if it's your
that,
best
but
friend,
it was just like
hey,
just so you know, this person is, my partner is a little hurt. Just wanted to let you know. And I'm like, okay, let me explain what happened.
Yeah.
But anyway, nail polish, I've got it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I kind of think that you should continue. And maybe not only black, though.
No, I want to, okay, so I've been wanting to get my nails done for a while.
Yeah.
Maggie gets like super dope nail polish. And I obviously, I can't pull off that.
Oh my gosh, her nails
she
are a work of art. Every single day.
Yeah, she once a month or every 3 weeks or so, she'll go and she has an artist who is phenomenal. But I've been wanting to do it, and I really like how it looks. I mean, this is too chipped now. I gotta clean it up. But Maggie doesn't want me to continue, and we're beefing about it because I want to get some purple, like dark purple or like dark green. Really, all of our
What's her
colors.
argument?
Okay, she has 3 arguments. One, she says that the look for guys is the chipped look.
Yeah, and that is annoying. Does she not like chips?
She's like, my OCD.
Right.
I don't love that.
Right.
But like, I also don't think that you could pull off the super manicured polish look.
Right. No, that is actually very reasonable.
So that's one.
Yeah.
2, she says, you bite your nails. You put your fingers in your mouth all the time. This is toxic. And you already got inflammation. You got enough stuff going on in that little broken body of yours. We can't add another. So she said, nuh-uh. 3, that's my thing. She said, this is my thing. You back off, bro.
Okay, so it doesn't have to do with the aesthetic at all. Like, if you had a polished thing, she'd be like, it's fine.
Well, no, the polished thing she says she also wouldn't like.
The manicured?
I don't know.
Well, didn't she say, like, it's going to chip and you can't pull off, like, the nice?
She thinks that I can't pull off the polished manicure.
But if, she thinks you can't pull it off.
She's like, the chip is the right look for you, but it also annoys me. It's like that.
Oh. 4.
She thinks that it's too trendy. And I'm like, I don't think it's trendy.
Wait, why?
We had a I mean, this was a very joking argument.
Look at
where
you.
we were
You
like,
look trendy, though.
That's what I'm saying.
You got flowers on your arms. You got bracelets on your wrists. You got purple pants.
Purple pants, cheetah print, dancing on the people.
Come on, you got wired air, like Apple
I got 3
headphones.
pairs of glasses now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a very joking thing where she's like, I don't think you should keep doing it. I'm like, what? Give me a reason. And I was chasing her around the house and forcing her to come up with reasons. And then she's like, okay, how about this? How about that? So these are not, her real.
You should have
cute.
like Beetlejuice nails, like black and white stripes.
Oh yeah,
that sounds sick as fuck. I mean, I am going to forsake the love of my life, and I think I'm going to keep it going.
It doesn't. Here's the thing: if it doesn't look wrong, you should do it.
It feels right.
Like for me, I think it would be like obviously not on brand for me.
I think that you're too put together.
Yeah, I'm very like neutral boy.
But have you guys gotten a manicure?
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
Because that I think is one of the best parts of being a woman is you're immediately. Part. Oh my god!
It's a foot bath, a foot rub, clean up them toenails.
Yeah,
get rid of all that skin you don't know how to get rid of.
I don't like manicures.
Yeah, I don't like manicures. I like pedicures.
Why not?
I did it as a kid because I bite my nails. I still bite my nails. I love biting my nails. I grow out my nails so I can bite my nails.
Oh my God.
I'm not one of those freaks who are down to the nubby stubs, you know? I got my shit under control. I got a rotation.
Yeah.
I've thought this through. I'm 32 years old, okay? I figured it out. But I got my nails done as a kid to stop biting my nails. And by the way, since I've had my black nail polish, like I've not been biting my nails. Like I can't. There's paint on them.
They taste gross.
Yeah. They taste weird. But the feeling of the cuticles when they take the little thing, what is it called? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What is it?
I think it's a cuticle cutter.
No, it's
like
when they
push
it
the
back.
pusher.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it when they push it back. I hate it when they go through with the little scissors and they cut me sometimes. That's why why I don't like.
I don't like the on a pedicure the
Sandpaper?
Yeah, because it tickles.
Oh, it's the best.
I know.
I like that.
And then they laugh at me and they're like, "Are you ticklish?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously." But I have a boots on the ground.
Oh,
This was a while ago. Obviously, we know about Olivia Wilde, Jason Sudeikis, the salad dressing situation.
Sort of.
Oh,
salad dressing?
okay. So their nanny broke like some NDA and was just revealing all this stuff about Jason Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles. And then the thing that went viral was like Jason Sudeikis he saw the text from Harry on Olivia's watch, and she was going out with her like salad with her special salad dressing, and he was so upset about the salad dressing that he lay under the car and didn't let her out, so she would be late. And that's like that's what everybody's talking about. It's like, what's the salad dressing? And it's just some Nora Ephron, like, it's like vinegar, mustard, and oil.
Yeah,
like,
it's from her book, right?
Yeah, it's like not an interesting salad dressing at all. But when I was reading about it, I saw that they stayed, it was like, okay, so Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles stayed in this Paramore hotel, and it would cost $1,600 a night. And I was like, girl, what is this hotel? $1,600 a night? Like, so I went to the website, and it was boring. But then it had a history page.
Ooh.
And on the history page, it was built by a petroleum heiress, her little fortress. But then her mother was murdered in front of her at the hands of this disgruntled staff worker. And so she turned it into an orphanage. Can you believe the parallels of a disgruntled staff member, both Olivia and this petroleum heiress?
History repeats.
Huh.
No. So I went to the hotel.
Okay. I think I'm following. Okay.
Tell me more.
So I go to the hotel because I'm like, I have to see this. And a lot of times with hotels.
In real life.
In real life, I
in
went.
person. When did you go?
Like a few weeks ago. Like when this was all happening, I was like, I have to see this place.
Just you?
Yeah.
You just
should have invited Caucasian James.
I know.
Yeah,
well,
to
no,
the
I
expensive
can't because
hotel and see if
I don't
he'll
have
buy
his
you a-
number is the issue.
James, you're listening to this. Just fucking.
We know that someone, a fan, will certainly tweet at him.
I know,
and
but
say,
that's what I'm nervous about, honestly.
I get why you're nervous, and it's fun to be nervous.
It is fun to be
Butterflies.
nervous. It is really fun to be nervous.
James, come on the pod. Get over here, Caucasian.
Caucasian James should come on the pod.
Get the
for
fuck
sure.
over here.
Get on over.
Come on over, baby. Come on over.
I did buy the automaton.
Hell yeah.
And I bought a pocket synthesizer. Well, I had to get the $80 one because I did a quick research, and there's a automaton and automaton deluxe, and the automaton is a toy and deluxe is actually like an instrument, quote unquote. And then I bought a pocket synthesizer because it says, "Do you want this?" And I was like, I knew it. I've seen it on the internet, so I wanted it. It's a little stylus one. It's like this big.
And it fits in your pocket.
I guess so.
Why do you want the toy and not just the deluxe?
No, I did get the deluxe. I don't
not
want the toy. I bought a different toy.
Yeah.
So that means you did not get the Kirby one.
So the Kirby one did come as a deluxe, but it wasn't going to come until Tuesday, and I'm going to be gone by Tuesday. So I needed it before that.
Yeah. And a pocket synthesizer is just like a synthesizer, but small.
Why did see? This is I'm bad at gifts until I hear someone buy something where I go, that should have been a gift.
That's a really good
Should
gift.
just surprise Keith with that.
I had thought about getting you one, and then I changed it and got myself
Then you
one.
changed your mind.
I like just
if you have it, that
lotion,
means I have it.
socks.
Yeah, that's sort of my thought.
You want me to get you some lotion and socks?
Yeah, I want some lotion, socks. You know what I think is the best gift? Lip scrub. Because nobody really thinks of it. And you know what's another good gift? A garlic holder. Because I have one that I got as a hand-me-down. And you think it's dumb.
What is it?
It's just a little thing, and it's like a little container, but it has the perfect number of holes to keep the garlic the freshest.
I have a garlic holder.
You do? Do you love it?
Yeah, it's fine. It holds the garlic.
I can't picture that.
It looks, like when people have like salt containers that are like nice ceramic salt containers. It's like that, but with holes in it.
Did you grow up with it?
No, Becky got one.
Yeah.
I never had a garlic container as a child. The garlic was on the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah. My garlic just sits in a bowl.
That's a fine place for it to be.
Well, I don't know, because I would say life-changing. Keith seems to not be really impacted.
But
I like that you don't see the garlic on the counter.
I don't mind seeing garlic. But does your garlic doesn't go bad super fast?
It does go bad though.
It does eventually.
Trader Joe's garlic especially.
Trader Joe's
don't
produce,
buy your garlic from there.
Don't buy your produce from Trader Joe's.
No.
Yeah, get your snacks there. But I've never been like, oh no, my garlic. I feel like I have too much garlic. Is my feeling.
But when your garlic is sprouted, it's like when it grows the green out of it, it's less garlicky. You can still use it, but it's just not as good garlic.
Isn't it like $1.29 for a thing of garlic?
Oh yeah, garlic's cheap as fuck.
It's really cheap, which is nice.
Okay.
But we're trying not to be wasteful.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's not really nutrition to garlic.
Either way, I think we can all agree that lip scrub is better than a garlic holder.
Have you guys used lip scrub?
If garlic goes bad, do we even consider that food waste?
Yeah.
Right, because it's already rotting. It's basically becoming fertilizer.
But it's also just there's no real nutrition to garlic, which is a thing I'm saying confidently, but I don't know that that's true.
I think it's actually really healthy.
It's really healthy.
It's really
healthy,
good.
but it's not like calories.
No, well, it has some, but no, it's not about the calories. It's about the flavor, and then also it is very good for you.
Okay, can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
When I moved to LA, I was living with my grandma for a month, and I burned my hand cooking dinner for them, real bad. I just did that thing where you full on you took something out of the oven, and then it was I grabbed it. Mm-hmm. So I got a big old blister on my thumb, and she took a raw clove of garlic and wrapped it in a bandage around me for, I guess it's anti whatever healing properties. And that night I don't remember if it was a date or a friend I was meeting up with, but I met them at a bar, and I had this giant freakish garlic hand that smelled very garlicky. And that's the end.
Did
of
it
the
heal?
story.
Tell me how did the healing?
I can't tell you if it healed faster or slower. I don't know.
Okay, we need to burn both of your thumbs
burns.
and put burn ointment on one and garlic on the other.
Or maybe just nothing on one. Maybe we do 3 burns.
3 burns, 3 thumbs. Burn all 3 of your thumbs.
So lip scrub.
Lip scrub. Also, this episode is coming out the week before Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving.
We're not there. You're in the future.
Oh, I'm on tour.
Oh.
Hey, if you're in St. Louis, I have a show tonight. And if you're in Des Moines, maybe St. Louis. No, St. Louis tonight. Kansas City sold out. Des Moines and Omaha. So come see my shows if you're in those places and you want to see me singing.
But so going home, I want some a lighthearted family drama or hometown drama.
You want one or you have one?
I have both. I have one.
You want one from us or you want one for yourself?
No, it's just sort of it's a potluck of hometown drama. So we all bring one.
Do you think, Rainie?
Yeah.
I feel like you could be the main character in a Home for the Holidays, meet an old high school crush who has also moved back and they're helping with the farm. And you don't think it's going to work out between the two of you, but then it does.
Yes, you're
a
my
big
language.
city girl.
Yes, from Los Angeles, making out with influencers, and I just need to be grounded.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be grounded. I need to stop focusing on work. That's what they always have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Love on the Range.
Oh, and he's got to go to war.
Oh shit!
They always have to go to war, or he's coming back from war. He's a veteran.
Yeah.
Or you think that he's just a small town bumpkin, but then it turns out he's a really talented artist. And he's using all that scrap metal to make something amazing.
And in the art world, he's a huge influencer.
He is Skater Boy. This is the plot of Skater Boy, except I'm Avril Lavigne, not the girl. Because he was.
Tell me more.
Okay, so he's an artist.
He was a punk. She did ballet. What more can I say?
Yeah, but I'm not her. I'm not the ballet girl. I'm Avril. Because at the end of the song,
Avril.
They're together. And because all I'm saying is he's an artist. He's a singer. And I'm with him, I guess.
Let's talk about the plot of that song.
Yeah,
I haven't really thought about it for a while. So he was a skater boy, and you said "See you later, boy." So basically, the song is about.
She said, "I thought, see you later, boy."
I'm sorry. Yeah. You're so correct.
Right.
He was a skater boy.
She said, "See you later, boy."
He was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy."
What more can I say?
He wasn't good enough for her. So basically, he was crungy, grimy, and she did ballet. What more can I say?
Yeah.
And she thought she was better than him.
Right.
And
but now he's a superstar.
What did he do? Shredding on his guitar.
Yeah. And she wants him?
She was at home giving the baby milk.
No, that's not a song.
Yeah, it is.
No,
it is not.
Baby?
A baby. She was at home. She was
feeding
at
her
home.
baby milk.
What more can I say?
With a baby.
No, that is not.
With a baby.
I'm gonna look up the lyrics.
This is such a good musical episode.
There's no baby.
Oh, speaking of actually music.
No, stay
my
here.
last search.
No, this is a tick.
Josh Herbert is a musician, not just Abby Herbert's
Rainie,
husband.
we gotta stay on Skater
Okay,
Boy.
we got it.
This
Sorry.
is obviously TikTok material.
Skater Boy lyrics.
Skater Boy. There's no baby.
Here we go. 5 years from now, she sits at home feeding the baby. She's all alone.
Oh,
she turns on TV.
Right. Guess who she sees? Skater Boy rocking a BAM TV. So he was a skater boy. He becomes a rock star.
Yeah.
And then in this universe, is Avril also a rock star?
Yeah, she's on stage with him.
Wow.
I know. She steals. She doesn't even steal him. The ballet girl turned him down. He goes on to be famous.
I'm with the skater boy. I said, "See you later, boy." I'll be backstage after the show. I'll be at the studio singing the song we wrote about a girl you used to know. I think it's a little toxic.
It's really self-referential, isn't it?
I mean, I guess, you know what it is? I think that she is really jealous of that girl.
It's
like, why do you care so much about this girl?
You got him.
Yeah.
He doesn't even think about her.
She's like throwing sand in her face.
Well, I'm assuming he does think about her. And that's why she cares. That's why she's writing this whole situation
I
song.
would say the real villain in this story is the skater boy.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe he's been telling Avril's like, you know what, I should have tried harder to be with the ballet girl. The way you treat me, she would have worshipped me.
Wow.
Oh. But he couldn't get her, so she wouldn't worship him.
But he could now. Now he could go back and get her.
Maybe. But maybe there was a reason she said no that wasn't just,
Honestly, if Avril even knows this much about the skater boy's ex, that's weird.
Weird.
Like, you shouldn't.
Sounds like he needs...
I know very little about Maggie's exes. It's eked out over the years, and every time I find out a new detail, it delights me.
I mean, the freaking baseball player.
Sure.
Huge bomb.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of exes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I had like a series of longer relationships.
But not exes?
Right. So like I don't have a lot of exes because I didn't have a lot of relationships.
Oh, I see. I
was dating people for lots of part of my life, but they were the same people.
Were you a relationship guy? Were you like, did you sort of end one and get into another long-term one?
No, but I would be in one and then I would be for like a couple of years and then I'd be out of one for like a couple of years and I'd be in one for a couple of years and I'd be out of one for a couple of years. And then I started dating Becky and I haven't dumped her yet. I think we'll be together for a while. Seems like it.
And she hasn't dumped you either.
She hasn't dumped me either. So it's worked out.
So you were never in the hookup culture?
I didn't say that.
Okay. Because you wouldn't consider that an ex, I guess.
It's not an ex.
Yeah. It was just like not a lot of short term, which is probably good. It's probably a good sign.
It's a podcast, but he lost all the footage.
Wait.
It's the Kiss Me podcast.
Oh, right.
That hurt.
Yeah.
I thought that was a slam dunk callback to your show.
Yeah.
And
just nothing. You got nothing. I forgot about it.
I got nothing from you.
Well, I forgot about it because it didn't exist.
And I got from you just like
I just was trying to figure it out.
Like you hurt for me. You were confused to the point of like being like, oh, Zach, what even was that?
I just didn't really understand it. And I was like, wait. Okay, so it's the podcast that, is he behind a silver screen?
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not afraid to live in how uncomfortable this is. You seem to be. You're uncomfortable for me, which is making you uncomfortable.
No, you gotta have some. If you don't have flops, then you're not trying to joke enough.
Damn right.
So that's just gearing you up for a really good banger.
I'm going to have you stick around because there's going to be a damn good joke by the end of this episode.
We hope so.
Yeah.
We've been looking for it.
Well, if you're trying to make a joke that's better, you may be caught in thought. You might be thinking to yourself, I need a thought for a rainy day. This is Rainy Day Thoughts with Rainie Toll.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
It is rainy day thoughts. It is gonna rain down on you. Her name is Rainy Day. Roots on the ground.
Yeah, that hyped me up. That's why Miles plays it. I'm like, okay, let's rock, let's roll. Chris Olsen and Meghan Trainor, I think, are paving the way for how influencers will make money in the future.
Tell me more.
So obviously, Chris Olsen is like managing Meghan Trainor's social media.
I didn't know
expertly.
that. Is that true?
Oh, really? I mean, yeah, he's essentially in like most of her stuff, and then she's just like popped off. I mean, he like definitely has a skill set, and he is sort of channeling that to her.
So Chris was here on the episode. We did an episode with him. I was out. So I didn't get to meet him.
He was a gem.
He was
seemed
really
wonderful.
cool.
He was cool.
We were actually, Keith and I went to Harry Styles, and Chris was there with Meghan. They were in the VIP box at the
Forum.
The Forum. They have like this one special box where the famous friend of the night goes.
Wow.
And when they came out, people were losing their minds.
This was
People
not Daddy Night.
Oh, it was a different night?
Before Daddy Night.
Because I think I'm going to write Daddy on a white piece of paper and hang it in my thing. Because that's what he did with his sign. And I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
Daddy, question mark?
So I did not know. I knew that they were friends.
Yeah.
But I just thought that they were like friends and making videos together. Is this confirmed that he's her social media manager, or this is just your...
It's not really confirmed, but he does enough work that everybody's like, okay, hopefully he's getting paid. Because like it's like an enormous amount of labor.
Okay.
I don't know. But I mean, it's not... Their thing is like, oh, we're friends. But especially being like in... Like you think about the job that Nick has, is like, okay, and she is like posting multiple times a day.
Right.
Like... I assume that he is getting paid / I hope he's getting paid.
And by the way, this has been a huge boom for her career. Like, it is.
Yeah.
I feel like the public sentiment about Meghan Trainor has taken a complete 180 now, where people are all aboard.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that is. I think it's nice because before it was kind of like, okay, you're big on TikTok. How do you make money? Because TikTok doesn't really give you money. You can kind of make it on Instagram, but that's a different skill. And I think there's a demand with famous people who need to promote their music. And then the supply is like, Chris Olsen is an amazing social media person.
Right.
And he just like has that brain who's like, knows where the trends are and what will be funny and what won't be funny. Huh. And so I just think that's my thought.
I think it's a damn good thought.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's a damn fine thought, Rainie.
Yeah, because for someone like him, there's not necessarily a direct path to steady income, even though he's very famous, right? Like,
and very talented,
and super talented.
He was on. He's a singer as well. Yeah, he's like a ex-Broadway person.
Yeah, or maybe I don't know if he was on Broadway, but I think he was definitely
Broadway
musical theater.
Hopeful.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
The thespian.
Yeah.
So for him, right, what are the paths to monetization? It's branded videos. It's maybe he could put out an album and hope that he could pivot his audience to that, or he could act or host, right? But he, as far as I know, he doesn't do YouTube, which is easier to monetize than TikTok. TikTok does have monetization, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Not good.
So
unless you make original sounds like a musician, Meghan Trainor. So maybe there is some sort of something there because she can get her songs. He can help her songs to become viral sounds. She will then make money through her record label using that sound, and maybe he has some sort of percentage deal.
Yeah,
which would makes sense.
And for someone like Megan, it makes a ton of sense because she's got new songs coming out, a new album. And so being in front of everybody is the best thing you can do to get eyeballs onto your content. Or rather, earlobes onto your music.
Yeah, earlobes onto your music. And yeah, I mean, you think about other people trying to monetize their work. Like you have like Noah Beck doing the Noah Tries thing, or Charlie D'Amelio with the D'Amelio Show, or like Brooke and Connor have a podcast. Like people are trying all these sort of iterations, but I think that Chris Olsen has, I mean, I don't know how all the other ones are doing, but I think that makes the most sense to me personally.
I'm pretty into it. That's cool.
Thank you. And then Eugene is going to be here in 8 minutes.
Wow.
So
you got a good episode next week. It's gonna be this episode will come out on Thanksgiving, the one that has Eugene in it. That's something to give thanks for. That's a thanks.
We're gonna do a gratitude circle.
I love that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what we're thankful for. He'll love that. He loves that.
Okay. He loves being thankful.
Well, before we end, I promised you a joke.
Oh yeah, you got it.
I just Googled best joke.
Or maybe go to your Twitter drafts.
Deeply sexist. Okay, you know what? I have a lot of Twitter drafts that are unreleased.
Ooh.
Frankly, unreleasable.
I probably don't.
I had a lot about, when the SNL sketch came out, I just wrote down all my thoughts and then kept them as drafts. When the other stuff came out, I wrote a lot of drafts. That's kind of like my therapy, is to just write what I would tweet.
It's your journal. It's a personal journal.
Okay, this is a YouTube title. I wore edible underwear for a week.
Very good.
That's a good
Not
YouTube
really a
video.
joke. It's just a good idea.
Would it be candy?
They're all candy.
Okay. So it wouldn't
There
rot.
aren't any like chicken thigh edible underwear. Grilled chicken, shawarma, edible underwear.
Some like kale, a melon.
Watermelon. Honeydew.
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 Hello.
Honeydew. Yeah, my drafts are all charged, I think. So no, I won't say them.
Did you hear the one about the shepherd who drove his sheep to town and was given a ticket for making a U-turn?
That's pretty good.
Well, the U-turn joke will be it. Got any others?
These are really bad.
Are they all sexist? Or just bad?
Bad.
Give us one more.
Just saying, a bird in the hand is bad table manners.
That's good.
I don't think it is. This is 52 of the funniest two-line jokes ever. We're going to scroll. Tell me when to stop.
Now.
I have a stepladder because my real ladder left when I was a kid. Okay.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Keith is with the official TryPod theme song.
I have a stepladder because my real ladder left when I was a kid. And now I have a tiny little ladder that I keep in my kitchen so I can reach the Tupperware lids. And if you need a ladder, go to Home Depot, or actually go to Lowe's, because Home Depot donates a lot of money to things like Trump's stuff. The TryPod.
I, for one, like Roman numerals. Yeah.
Have a good ass week.